Good morning, girls. We'll now continue from where we stopped yesterday. Do you remember where we had stopped? Yes, where Sheikh Mohammed takes some sweets for the two children at home. So today we will continue the remaining part of the lesson. Well, girls, on page 51, follow your textbook while I read and explain. Why does your niece stay with you? She is my sister Zubeda's daughter. She is a widow and both stay with us. I realized it must be tough for Sheikh to manage a fairly large household with only the income from his little shop. So I asked, does Zubeda work? Yes, she is a very good tailor. She and my wife do tailoring at home. With their income and the money I earn from the shop, we get by quite well. We are contented. I was touched by his story. Contented is a word rarely heard these days. A few months passed and one day I suddenly got a call from Sheikh. He wanted me to give him his check a few days earlier than usual. Why, Sheikh? Is anything the matter? I asked. Yes, madam. We discovered some time back that Zubeda is suffering from cancer. The operation is tomorrow and we need the money desperately. I asked for the check to be sent to him immediately, but I also realized that it would probably not be enough. Such operations are expensive and I was sure he was struggling to raise the money. Yet he had asked me only for what was due to him and nothing more. So girls, the narrator wants to know why his niece is staying with him. So he tells her that his sister's husband had died. Zubeda's husband had died and so she is a widow now. One who loses her husband is called a widow. So she says, he tells the narrator that Zubeda and her daughter now stays with him since her husband is no more. So he's looking after them. And then the narrator wonders and realizes that it must be very tough for Sheikh to look after the family, and she asks him from where does all the income come, how is he able to manage. Then he tells her that Zubeda also is a good tailor. She works and she and his wife, both of them, get their money from this tailoring business that they do. So and he also tells her that they are contented. Now, contented, she says, is a very rare word that we hear nowadays. Why? Because none of us are usually contented. If we have something, we want something more. We are not satisfied with what we have. And here there is a man telling her that they are contented. They don't need anything more. They are happy with what they have. Then one day, he comes to her asking for his salary, for the money that he has to get from her for his books. In advance he wants it. Why? She wants to know why in advance. And then he tells her that they came to know that his sister has cancer and she has to be operated, and the operation was the very next day, and so he wanted the check to be paid to him before time. And then she realized that operations are expensive and she was sure that he didn't have enough. So she wanted to help him out, but he didn't ask her for anything more. He just wanted what was due to him. So that really impressed the narrator, because here is a man who has to have his sister operated and still not asking for anything more. He just wants only the payment due to him for his books. So she was very surprised by that. And then she was almost touched. Touched means she was very, she felt very sorry, and she had great sympathy towards Sheikh Mohammed, being very honest, only wanting what was due to him. And so let's carry on now. I have learnt many lessons in life ever since we started helping people monetarily through the Infosys Foundation. I have seen women hiding their diamond studs in their purses and asking for funds for the poor. I have seen well-off parents declaring their children orphans and applying for scholarships. I even know some men who presented their parents as destitutes so they could get help from us. I called up Sheikh. Sheikh, tell me, have you managed to get all the money you need for the operation? I have sold all of Zubayda's and my wife's jewelry. I have also taken a loan from the bank. Sheikh, why didn't you ask us? Madam, at least I can afford this much. You should be helping those who are poorer and cannot even afford this. They require your help more than I do. I was touched. I asked him to get the papers and meet me as quickly as he could. He came the next morning and showed me the documents. I took a look and handed him a check for 50,000 rupees. Surprised and hesitant, he said, "This is a lot of money. I never expected such help to come from the blue. May you be blessed forever." So here, Zubayda was having cancer and she had to be operated. So the narrator Sudha Murthy, she felt very sorry. She knew this man was not asking for any help, but she voluntarily offered to help him, and she told him to come with the documents. And after referring and looking at all those documents, she brought out 50,000 and gave it to him. The man was very hesitant. He was surprised. He didn't expect to get help from her, and that too so much of money. So he tells her, that's a lot of money and I didn't expect it, some help like this. May you be blessed forever, he tells her. And then the narrator was very touched. She touched, I told you, touch means feeling very sorry, and something that makes you feel sorry for someone. It moves you to sympathy. And here you have studs. What does studs means, girls? Small piece of jewelry. Destitutes are poor people. So where do you come across studs? She's talking about how this man is only asking what was due to him and nothing more, because she says in her life she had experienced many people pretending to be poor, hiding their diamond studs, their diamond earrings in their purse, and then and pretending to be poor and asking for funds for the poor. She had also come across well-off parents declaring their children orphans. Parents who tell lies and say that their children are orphans just to get some money. But here is a man who very honestly only wants what is due to him, though he is in such a terrible position. He has an operation coming up for his sister and he needs a lot of money for that, and yet he was not asking her for help, but only for what was due to him. That's why she's so moved by what he says, and then she offers on her own to give him 50,000 rupees, and she gives that amount to him. So let's see, girls, what happens after this. I think we'll stop here for today and we'll start again tomorrow. Have a great day, girls. Thank you.